Welcome everyone, and hello Claudia.
Hello, Iulia.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Waiting for you.
I'm glad to be with you. This investigation is going to be a very interesting investigation. I think people will like it. So my name is Iulia Ipati, and I'm an external hypnoperator and student of the Grifasi Academy, while my colleague here, Claudia, she's a support telepath for the Grifasi's method. Today we have the investigative cycle 287, protocol number 1. As you know already, the protocol is mixed. It's comprised of two parts. The first part is it's fixed. We cannot change the questions and the answers, except on the second part, where we can go explore the answers and the questions. To contaminate the information as little as possible, all our support telepaths, they don't know the subject of the investigation that we are conducting in different other languages and different other countries. To participate of a live investigation, to feel the excitement to be in an investigation and to see how things are working kind of behind the scenes, you can be a sponsor to one of us, hypno-operators or telepaths, and you can feel the vibe, the excitement behind, and then also you can ask for questions. We can ask the support telepath. Find out more information about being a sponsor, you can send an email to investigations@calogerogrifasi.com, and it's only $27 US, I guess. If somebody wants to have a session with me and one of my colleagues, can contact me at juliaregressivhypnosis@gmail.com, and also you can find all the information in the description of this video below. Now, Claudia, to sync together, we'll start with 3 breaths to get in the hypnotic ambient. I will count from 5 to 1. And while I'm counting, you'll start focusing on your breathing. 5. Breathe deeply and slowly. And your body is becoming heavier and heavier. 4. Inhale and exhale. And your mind is becoming completely empty. 3. Any sound from the outside will make you relaxed. And more relaxed. 2. A sense of peace and calm is present everywhere. inside and outside, inwards and out. Wow. Breathe deeply and you are completely relaxed. On the count of three, investigate whether they are incarnated consciousnesses of the non-terrestrial origin and tell me what you perceive or visualize. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, I have images of all kinds. Actually, it's not only a type of these beings. I mean, there are different vibrations in my visualization, different densities, and even different shapes. But I'm sure I see them as metaphysical bodies. I see them like sparkling essences, and and I think I also see kind of negative entities in human bodies, because I have an image different now, is like a part of the entity, so looks more like a hybridization in a human body. Embedded, so an entity in a human body. But before that, I was having, I'm actually having a kind of golden, looking like subliminal part, but is different than the ones I'm used to see. It's a golden, like light, and I also see different shape of subliminal part, even if it's a subliminal part, but it looks different. Not like a classical human, let's say. It's something different on the shape. And I also, the third image that I appeared, showed up, looking like something that's moving. It's like a flow, like a dance of that energy. It's not something stable. It looks like it's able to change it according to the frequencies around. We'll see more. This is what I see now for the moment.
Okay. Very well. What subliminal conditions might lead to the reincarnation of a non-terrestrial consciousness on this planet?
Getting enough accustomed, feels like saying, to the earth conditions. So having ingrained in his genetics those human conditions, like being enough rooted in the human consciousness. That's the most important condition that makes that person, that non-terrestrial being, to be able to incarnate again. But also, I have an image of chromosomes, of genetic stuff that tells me it's very important also the, let's say, the selection, so like the family where this person is, um, family is, I'm not talking now again about physical genetics. It's like a synchronicity that needs to exist uh, in that family in order to give like a start, to be like a trigger for that being to come back again for another life on earth. So synchronicity on a metaphysical DNA, yes.
Mhm.
Of course, also on the physical DNA, but the image was clearly from the metaphysical plane.
Mhm. Do you perceive anything else?
No, for the
Okay.
moment, no.
Very well. What characteristics can the etheric DNA of a person originating from a previous extraterrestrial reincarnation possesses? I can repeat the question if you want.
No,
Okay.
no. No, I'm just looking because I have images with, I'm looking at a person actually. I have an images very much, now I have an image with persons like us, exactly humans in flesh and bones. I mean, not in metaphysical plane. And I'm looking for something different to tell you, but actually these images are looking pretty much the same like us. Maybe I would say there is something in their eyes, something more different, a bit different, uh, not in the way that they are not interested in material things, but still it's something that looks like it's coming from far away. They are not so much rooted in here, in the day by day stuff that normal people are doing. It's something in these eyes that look different to me.
Mm.
I have two images with a woman and a guy,
Okay.
and it's something that doesn't have to do necessarily with only positive stuff. It's simply the feeling that I have watching these people is they came to make an experience. They came to watch the material world from the display grounds, so from the material, from the earth itself. Um, I have also a feeling of being very much curious about everything, about even the smallest things, but still, again, those eyes that are very much from distance coming. This is the feeling that I have watching them.
Mhm.
We'll
Okay.
see more. It's something,
Mhm.
I also see the skin. It's like it's somehow more, not bright necessarily, but doesn't look with wrinkles, with, looks a bit not younger necessarily, but still, it's like that person is not so much encrusted, so ingrained in not being so much into the physical stuff. Uh, they look like they're not worried so much. I don't see worries on their faces. I don't see so much preoccupation for the physical activities, or or more like to creative activities, not for those day by day, that have a routine, a daily routine. Yes, very similar.
Mhm. Okay. Does the etheric DNA of wait, sorry, I think I missed one question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. What do you perceive or visualize in relation to the term starseed?
I have actually the same feeling and images that I was having before. Only now I was having um like popping out places where I see these people. But when you said star seeds, it sounded somehow. It's like star seeds. This name, when you said it, to me appeared like a lot of people actually are star seeds. It's not the star seeds that makes them different. Uh, feels like saying, okay, not all of the human beings are star seeds, but still a lot of them. Um, it's like coming and going um, from Earth to another dimensions, and having these abilities makes us star seeds. Most of us. Um, this is the feeling that I have. Uh, when you mentioned before non-terrestrial beings, that looked something different. That looked indeed some consciousnesses that are coming somehow on a single mission. On so they're not having this ability because they didn't come for many lives here. Um, to come and go, to be here and other places in other dimensions like regular people do. Um, this is what comes to me. Like starseeds is not something very rare. There are many of us.
Mhm. Okay, very well. I'm gonna dig more in the second part. Does the etheric DNA of a starseed, free from any interference, appear pure or hybrid?
And pure and hybrid. This is what comes to me. But hybrid doesn't mean necessarily bad. It's like simply mixtures because the universe is so vast, so complex, and there are a lot of interbreedings between different species. And yes, I have this feeling that are both the same like humans are, also being kind of hybrids between so many species. And yes, this is what came to me to tell you.
Mhm. Do you perceive anything else?
No, I have images of DNA mixtures. This is the images that I have, very complex, like floating around in front of my eyes.
Mhm. Okay.
Like they are coming with different, let's say, sets of features and qualities, and to have those patterns in themselves, they need to have certain um, mixtures of DNA. So that's why it's not only pure all the time. When I say pure, it's something mm, that cannot be applied somehow on the earth as a visitor of this type. Cannot be useful, cannot be, mm, yes, useful, that's the best word. Because a non-terrestrial being that's coming here need to be somehow uh, to have integrated in himself more tools in order to deal with the life on Earth. That's the feeling.
Very well. Are there any features of a starseed etheric DNA that can influence the physical DNA? What do you perceive?
Yes. Yes. The image that I have is like the flesh, the body, the material body of a person like this. But again, to me, these names, I tell you what I perceive. I'm not talking about names now, how they are called, star seeds or non-terrestrial. So a person that's here and not having so many lives on Earth. This is what I'm referring to. And this is the image that I have with a material body that's not so material. This is the image, not so dense, but it's not visible from outside. It's visible now because I'm looking from another perspective. I'm looking more like a metaphysical way, but also I see the physical body, which is not that dense again. And also the face, again, I told you that because their interest is different. They are not so much interested, as I told you, on normal things on Earth. More bright, a more brighter face, more distant, more imponent, having a kind of, how to say, a sharp view, sharp look, like looking very deep when they look at you, very deep, and like their look have a meaning. It's not empty. It's not without value. It's a very interesting look. Yeah, we'll see more.
Observe whether there are memories, subliminal images, or perceptual impulses that humans interpret as connections to stellar origins. What do you perceive?
Again, please, the question.
Observe whether there are memories, subliminal images, or perceptual impulses that humans interpret as connections to stellar origins. What do you perceive?
Yes, yes. Also memories, subliminal memories. Yes, impulses too, feelings too, the most important. It's like they feel, but it's not that came to me now, that feeling that they don't belong here. It's not only that, because it's something in many cases coming from people that simply they cannot cope, they cannot manage the life on Earth, and that's why they have this feeling of not belonging. So it's not only that. On these people that really are coming from non-terrestrial realms, it's more than that. They're also having these memories, these dreams, very strong dreams that are coming from their subliminal part, lucid dreams that in which they see very clear clues about other worlds, and they have this very strong feeling that they don't belong here. They are coming from another place, and also they have very clear in their mind, in the right time, the purpose for why they came here, what they have to fulfill, what they have to do, what they have to master, what they have to experience. It's like the purpose of their life, let's say, it's more like they don't have to dig deep to find it like other people. They are more in tune with their own subliminal part. They don't complain, they don't look, they don't, cry. They don't know what to do. No, they know. Even if came now an image of a young person like this, yes, being young can be a kind of divagating from their purpose, but at some point they will realign for sure with their purpose here. Whether
Mhm.
it's about doing something for others or simply for himself, um, in order to experience something, to do something, to understand something
Mhm.
here on earth.
Mhm. Very well. Mm. And the last question, are there any cosmic or interdimensional entities that influence certain humans by inducing in them beliefs about being a starseed? What do you perceive?
This is the most occurring
Mhm.
situation, unfortunately. This is what I was telling you on the previous question,
Mhm.
that many people are considering themselves starseeds, and they complain about life here on earth, that actually they don't belong here, they want to go home, they don't feel like home. Well, this is actually a trap um, laid by these interdimensional entities to make them believe that actually their house is somewhere else. And the real people that are non-terrestrial, that's why actually they are a lot less, mm, not so numerous. Because this,
Extraterrestrial. Mhm.
yes, the trap is very real.
Mhm.
But they don't understand these people that if they would be really star seeds or coming from another places, um, they would have this feeling of being like home inside, ingrained in themselves, deeply rooted in their in within. They would not have this feeling of because actually home is inside of every person, every human being.
Mhm.
This is a trap simply to make them somehow mm, come closer to their side in a way that, to their side, I mean to these entities, interdimensional entities, to vibrate on a lower frequency, on a frequency of um, being missed out, of longing for some other place, feeling sad, feeling not in the right place. So having all these feelings makes them vibrate on a lower frequency, and this is what's great for these interdimensional entities.
Mhm. Okay. We finished with the fixed part. We're gonna start with the first question because I want to see it's a difference between those extraterrestrial beings and starseed, or is the same
Yes,
thing?
yes, actually, in a way, it's the same thing. But when you said in the beginning, star seeds, to me came somehow the vast majority of us.
Mhm.
So it's not like something, I don't know, out of the norm or being a minority or being something very special. It's like us, those that are used to fly over dimensions in our dreams, in our uh, lives between lives, let's say, when we leave our body, especially those that have or had many lives, many experiences as a subliminal part. It's something that's normal for them to make all these travels. Is to these people came to me as this name
Mhm.
appropriate being.
Can we say that the name starseed is something created as an egregore?
It's something um, more like trying to catch
Mhm.
more people in this trap.
Mhm.
This syntagma, let's say,
Mhm.
starseed, is more created to catch more people, to feel special, to feel not like everybody else. But actually,
Mhm.
starseed becomes every mature subliminal part. This is the feeling that I have. It's not
Mhm.
something special. It's not any person that sees, I don't know, a master, a self-proclaimed master that I don't know what taste makes and tells him, yes, you are a star seed. Is not the name, is not, it's the vibration, is the way you approach the world, is the way you navigate this world. This is what makes you a star seed, not a syntagma, not something that other people are telling you in, because they are having different interests, different agendas.
Mhm.
And yes, there are plenty of innocent subliminal parts, humans that are buying this syntagma.
Mhm. Those subliminal parts, you said they're innocent. That means that they have like uh, fewer incarnations compared with other ones.
Yes, yes, this is the feeling that they
Mhm.
are having few, not having many, and they are uh, somehow lack discernment. They're not so mature yet. They are easy to catch in this traps. I see like backyards, like fences, and they are very easy to be catch in those inside fences where they feel special. They feel something out of ordinary. They are not like the other people
Mhm.
because they are told so, and they
Mhm.
want to feel special because they don't have much of experience here on Earth, and it's something that gives them importance to feel different.
But these subliminal parts, they are completely different than those incarnated consciousnesses from non-terrestrial origins. Yes?
Let's say yes, in a way.
Mhm.
Actually, it's all part of the earth here. Uh, can be also, but it's something that comes now to my vision. It's can be also, how to say, having inside those features that people are calling it star seeds, for example. Yes, but it's those features that makes a person. It's not the name.
Mhm.
To me
Yes.
came this difference because of the trap that we are talking about.
Mhm.
But it's not the name, it's the feature that makes a person. Look, comes now to me, for example, another name, another expression, walk-ins.
Walk-ins.
Walk-ins,
Okay.
yes, it's like again a non-terrestrial being that comes with only one, probably only one, feels like saying like this, only one or maybe two incarnations. So he doesn't come to continue to live here on earth.
Mhm.
It's coming simply to make something, to do something. It's like I have this feeling and vision, like one wandering through the dimensions and coming specifically to do something. This is
Mhm.
also a non-terrestrial being, but I don't have at all also this walk-in and also the non-terrestrial beings that we were talking before. I don't have at all this feeling of feeling feeling the urge to talk about,
Mhm.
like they are more inside themselves, like they are having a lot more open consciousness about their themselves first.
Mhm.
I don't They are not, you know willing to talk too much about that. They are not so open to the outside world. They have their mm, thing to do, and they do that. But yes, if other people around are enough, having enough awareness, they can see some signs that that person is something special, is something different. And came now to me the word community.
Mhm.
Probably some of them are having this purpose to support in a way some communities of humans, to teach in a way, maybe not to teach directly, but through their vibration, how
Okay.
to, for the normal people, how to behave in some occasions, in some circumstances. It's like ingraining new habits, new healthy habits, uh, to help somehow people around them. So anyway, to influence, to big up an influence in the community where they come. There is something they produce. They don't walk unseen through life.
Mhm. So these ones, they come with a purpose?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. It looks like, and not all of them. I also see people very much alone.
Okay.
Not all of them are coming. I think it's also about their vibration, simply the vibration that they come to see it somehow on some places on earth. Uh, this is the feeling, because I have a image of a man
Mhm.
simply like moving from one place to another on earth, like apparently doing nothing, simply moving from one place to another. And the
Mhm.
feeling is that simply he's placing some kind of energy net, frequency net on some places. It's like catalyzing, making some adjustment, this is the word, in some places on earth,
Mhm.
creating a difference.
Okay. Let's observe this man. Um, read this DNA.
It's a very alive DNA. It's
Mhm.
complex, it's not only one. Doesn't come names to me, but
Mhm.
I have images, and it's a complex. I mean, I have like sparkles of white, and the same time with a very fine line of blue. It's something blue.
Mhm.
Uh, I would say this person has three DNAs. So this that I told you already, and the third one looks something that is grounding the other two. Without this more dark in color, the other two could not survive here on Earth.
Mhm.
It's like a
More dense.
heavy dance, exactly.
Mhm.
Not that I don't have the feeling of being negative, just
Mhm.
dance, just to
Just to be
help them
grounded. Mhm.
ground, exactly, to
Mhm.
ground on the earth. Um, and I had the feeling he's not the only one. I mean, there are also others of different DNA genetics complex
Mhm. Okay.
mixtures.
Do you perceive they come from some planets?
I had two images from some planets and from the earth itself.
Okay.
Mm, when it said other planets, I had the feeling like they came at some point from other planets, but they were for long, long here already. Like simply, it was not a moment maybe to walk in a material body on Earth.
Mhm.
Mm, but it's not only now, like they are here also in another times of history, human history. But still now I have the feeling like telling you there are more interested to participate in some way on the human life now on earth in these present times. I don't know why. It
Mhm.
probably because of the times, because of the acceleration. But I have this feeling when you ask me about that one, suddenly appeared also another images of these people
Mhm.
in other parts of the world, like
Mhm.
being more numerous than before.
Mhm. When I say 144,000, yeah, what do you
Mhm.
perceive?
I perceive like a human body with layers of frequencies on his body, on his energetic body. So it's not the material body. So most probably this number has something to do with the
Frequency.
frequency a
Mhm.
body can, yes, can achieve at some point, because I see layers on this body starting from head until down to toe, very how to say, like a thermodynamic,
Mhm.
that one that produces like a battery. Okay, let's say it's simple, like a battery that produces energy on a very different voltage that we
Mhm.
are used to. This is the feeling. It's something like a structure, electric structure, a lot different than I saw before, what I see now.
Mhm.
It's very powerful, extremely powerful,
Mhm.
non-destructible, comes
Mhm.
to say.
Let's observe how this. We're still men, right? This man.
Hmm.
Um, where do you perceive is like located now?
South Africa.
South Africa. How does he get this powerful voltage? What conditions or tools he needs to get that voltage? The frequency, right?
It's inward and outward process, comes like saying. It's also from, but it's not now when we are talking about this. Is not only about, we are not referring only to non-terrestrial beings. It's like a frequency
Mm-hmm.
quality, let's say, that's applicable in a way to all humans. um, this is something that feels like saying is not only to those non-terrestrial beings.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mixture. That's why it's a mixture that comes also from inside, so from the inside work that a person do with himself, but also has something to do with the ground itself, with the
Mm-hmm.
earth. Probably that's why it's something that some people are also coming here on earth, non-terrestrial beings, because I have the earth now on my face,
Mm-hmm.
having an influence on raising this voltage,
Mm-hmm.
connection with earth. And and also I see outside fields, energetic fields, that influence then and help raising this frequency on that body.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very synergetic and complex conditions. Is not one only. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, yes, the impulse, the initial impulse goes from the person. The impulse, I mean, to get rid of programs, to evolve as much as possible, but still at some point it's like getting how somehow more and more support, unconscious support, but it's not something that comes from outside, from, with interventions from outside. Again, I see like some influences are coming and simply passing through this body, energetic body. I see waves getting through his body, through the heart to his brain. uh, it's a process that somehow at some point takes place unconsciously,
Mm-hmm.
because that person reached some kind of level probably.
Mm-hmm. But this man's DNA might
Hmm.
help to get that frequency at a faster speed, I can say, compared with the, let's say, a normal person, yeah?
Doesn't feel that way,
No?
no,
Mm-hmm.
because I have, as we speak, appeared more cases in
Mm-hmm.
front of my eyes. So now when you took me back to that person,
Mm-hmm.
I had the image that that person needs a lot of grounding. That person miss the ground,
Mm-hmm.
missed it before, and now needs to integrate that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something that he needs.
So you say this that to be grounded, he has this the third part of his DNA to keep him grounded.
Yes,
What
also.
what kind of DNA do you perceive that keeps him grounded? It's kind of hybridized, right?
Yes, human DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Human, but still, when I said human, I saw probably from other beings, also from entities. I saw also this from interdimensional, not that positive entities. I have also this image, but not in a big percent, just something to be more human. I mean, I didn't see it like being a negative entity, but still having a kind of hybridization, let's say, on a small percent. Again, to make him more human, to make him be more influential, being influenced, sorry, by the human conditions, by the human vulnerability, to understand exactly how it is to be a human here.
Okay, I understand. So I want to let's go back to the first question because you said disconnect from there. Yes, we'll go to the first question, and you said that you're seeing three different kind of types of incarnated consciousness on
Mm-hmm.
this planet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first ones were like different with different density, different densities, different
Mm-hmm.
shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just categorize each one, see how
Yes.
they look and
Mm-hmm.
how they are different?
Um, um, it's again that golden sparkle came to my
Mhm,
eyes now that I told in the beginning, and then second that I was saw in then and now again, but a bit difficult to describe it. It's more like a rectangular shape. It's a different shape. Not like a human, but still similar, let's say. But we are talking now of subliminal parts, so I'm on the metaphysical plane. It's like having something to do with the nature of their realm, of their dimension. It's their signature, their energetic signature. Is not something that a person would see on the street. On the street, you can see just a normal body, human body,
mhm,
but behind is that specific feature of them.
mhm,
That's what makes them different.
mhm. And you mentioned that um, they came here to kind of help to create a community, let's say to help to help the planet. Um, do you perceive Dolores Cannon is saying that um, uh, the good entities they want good for our planet. So in order for us humans not to destroy our planet, they send some, mm, let's say, subliminal parts, uh, and yeah, and the planet to save this planet. Do you perceive that this is connected with these uh, beings that they come on this planet?
At again a lot of let's say
Um,
discernment to be applied to all of these things because there are many traps.
mhm,
Some of them can be also authentic in their intentions, but
mhm,
again, there are a lot of them that actually have to do with these dark agendas.
mhm.
And when you said about Dolores Cannon
Yes.
story, I was having in front of my eyes also negative entities and being like a very much agenda, more like, and
Mhm,
still from place to place, I was seeing, but behind the scenes, so the feeling is not that those really positive intended
mhm,
were in connection with her. Because I was seeing like on a background other beings that were doing their stuff without being in contact with anybody. So not going to Dolores Cannon and talking about this, who's again comes to me now while I speak. Those beings very alone. very not talking much, so they are not making noise. They are not going to mainstream persons to talk about their mission or stuff. These that are really positive, really doing, and it's not, again, to not be a misunderstanding, it's not like they are saviors and coming to do job instead of us. It's also an experience that they are making for themselves. They need maybe to root something in themselves, or simply to feel life as it is on the material world. So it's also a very important experience for them, but still in the same time, because of their vibration that's different, also help people. And if they are in contact and get in contact with other persons that are enough high vibrating, yes, they can also influence communities through these people.
Do they have any distinctive features to compare them, like to see if, with other people, let's say?
Again, as I said in the beginning, doesn't come something different than I told you in the beginning. No, like looking like normal people, um, but um, still, again, those eyes and that
The eyes, yes.
inner, it's like it's more like feeling than looking. It's more like you feel it's something different with that person instead of looking different. They look normal, they look like normal people, but the way they talk, the way they involve, I don't know, in projects, or the way they treat other people, the way they navigate life in general makes them different, and makes the other ones to feel that they are different. It's not the way they look.
You said about their eyes. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and tell me what their eyes are like expressing that this is different than, let's say, humans. 1, 2, 3.
I see, but
Characteristics, features.
yes, I see, but not sure if I could take a picture. um, I mean, why? Because it's simply I had a feeling like I got into those eyes deep, and as I got there, I simply have the feeling that I got in a very deep, vast immensity.
Universe.
Yes, yes, exactly. Like I got actually into an universe, but made by things, by constructs, by it's not empty in there. I mean, it's not like a valley with vibrations. No, it's the feeling that I encountered other worlds. This is the feeling that I have. Simply encountered other worlds with other rules, with a vast more structures than we are used to. It's like the boundaries are not anymore the boundaries that we are used to as humans. Is a vastity, immensity in there. And when you go out and
Yeah.
look at them, you have this feeling that yes, those eyes are different, are not the eyes of a normal person. They are coming from far, deep far.
Do you perceive their eyes like they have different colors or a specific color?
No,
No,
no, at
nothing.
all. It's like no, nothing specific on that. Can be any color. I when you made a question, I had very fast this all the colors in front of my eyes.
So these beings, they are on this planet, on our planet, to experiment, and they have a frequency, a high frequency, which can help, let's say, humans how to raise their frequency, can
Mhm.
teach them. Do you perceive a number of them on this planet? I will count 1, 2, 3, and tell me what numbers come to you. 1, 2, 3.
Came 80,000,
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, 80,000,
Mm-hmm.
80,000. That came to me now. But in the same time, I was having the feeling that this number is fluctuating,
Mm-hmm.
and fluctuated also during the history times. But now there are more, and the number is not important necessarily because it's the frequency that they settle here. This is the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when you're making the question, I had again an image of a dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
It's something completely different than our discussion, but
Mm-hmm.
talking in terms of frequency, it's something that has a similarity. It's like a dolphin that makes people feel around them high, they feeling joy, they feel happy when they see a dolphin. It's something, let's say, like to make a comparison to make it more understandable. Uh, how to detect a person like that. It's how you feel around them.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you feel.
Dolphins are very high frequency creatures. Um,
Yes.
can these, like they said, the dolphins and those beings to have kind of same frequencies?
Not same, no, but similar in
Similar.
the way they express, and not the way they express, in the way we can feel, we
Mm-hmm.
can perceive, because we are the most limited here, not outside the earth, but we're talking about earth because we are having a lot of filters here. But inside of our capacity here, this is how we perceive. And yes, we perceive it kind of similar, but they are not. It's depending. The frequencies are so many and so different and so complex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you perceive those beings, those, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
humans, right? Extraterrestrial humans on the planet, do you
Mm-hmm.
perceive that um, coming here on the Earth, they can kind of say change frequencies like humans, low and high, or they can remain steady?
I'm not sure I understand what to say. If
Hmm.
they change themselves
Yes,
in low.
they have those high frequencies. They are a
Mm-hmm.
little bit kind of different than a human who's not
Mm-hmm.
aware of his
Mm-hmm.
power and his frequency.
Yes.
So be going through, and they usually they don't show themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They are not in the open, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and going through life. Do
Mm-hmm.
they know to maintain their frequency, or they go through frequencies like humans, like low
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
vibration and like this going
Yes.
through? Mhm.
I understand. I have the image that they can feel also these frequencies, low frequencies, they can experience, and some of them want that to
Mhm.
experience, to understand life on Earth. But the feeling is that it's more lighter. That frequency is not so strong, so violent as we feel it, for example, and at the same time, it's dissipated a lot faster
Mhm.
from their field.
Mhm. They are aware of their frequency and they know how to kind of push it up, let's say.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Yes, they
Mhm.
know how to get rid of that.
Mhm. And they say they do come with a purpose. Do they have like different purposes?
Yes, a lot
Mhm.
of different purposes. Again, as we are saying, some of them coming to interact maybe with people, but
Mhm.
again, I have this feeling like they come, interact, and disappear. It's not something like being a person, a being like that. I mean, um, non-interventional, okay.
Mhm.
They don't come to impose
Mhm.
something, they actually come to make their own experience.
Mhm.
But again, depending on their purpose, some of them are coming by themselves, for themselves, and simply route some special frequencies on the planet grid, so not having too much contact with the humans here.
Mhm.
Or others, yes, coming to have a normal experience with humans, like a
Mhm.
human person, and during this life will interact with persons, but all the time in a beneficial and non-interventional way with the people around. It's more like people feel an influence because of their actions for themselves, is not something that to be like in a show or to impose something, do like this because it's good. No, it's simply because they see the results of their actions, and people in this way uh, comply, let's say, or simply learn to do things in a different way than they were used to before.
Okay, disconnect from there. I still want to find the root of all this. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and you tell me what information you perceive about the starseed. Who created this starseed? Let's say name. Yeah, it's a
Mm.
name. Yeah,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
Came some kind of features of reptiloid entity with those, I don't know how to say in English, those like, or not horse, on the back anyway. It's reptiloid for sure.
Wings.
Not wings, no, no. That on the
Oh,
spine,
oh,
those
okay, yeah,
things a bit more sharp
I
that
see.
comes
Okay,
from
I
the
don't know the name of
head,
the.
yes, from the head until down to the
So
tail.
this was created by the reptiloids.
Yes, that's the
Okay.
feeling. And having this purpose, yes, as we said in the beginning, we saw creating this trap
The
of
trap.
feeling
Yeah.
special. And the feeling is that um, it's not now while these people are here on their body, but mostly has something to do after they leave their body, after they die. Okay, these people that
Mhm.
feel themselves
Not
special.
home, like not feeling home.
Exactly, not
Exactly.
feeling home. They are
Okay.
like a very easy prey after
Mhm.
that as a subliminal part. It's like they are very easy to be collected by these entities like, okay, come with me, I'll take you home.
Okay.
It's like a trap
That's
created
amazing.
especially for that.
Mhm.
Like they feel the things here on earth are taking a turn that they don't like. A lot of people are waking up more and more, and they simply need, desperately need to create this kind of traps to in order to collect as much as
Cool.
possible subliminal parts to have how to say the baseline to create another
Another.
matrix, let's say
Mhm.
another trap in order to survive. For them, they need fuel, and if they don't have it, they will die, so they create these traps here.
So they need fuel because of our energy.
Yes.
Um, so um, when some of the people they die, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
starseeds. They never belong to this earth. They are
Mm-hmm.
unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Exactly.
see some scenarios. Um, what those reptiloids they are doing, what they are offering to those subliminal parts.
I had a vision of another world simply. Like I would be, but my feeling is simply looking like more like a prison than a world, but
Mhm,
it's not seen like that from them.
mhm.
It's
It's like
this is
another
the
matrix, another planet, something like
another
that.
matrix, another planet, another plane,
Mhm,
but looking more gray to me.
mhm,
It's but it's somehow on the outside this
mhm.
gray color. It's offered to them,
Okay.
like being their home, their place where they can develop, be free, and feel happy, and not, discrediting the earth a
Mhm.
lot, and offering them a better option.
Are they saying this new planet is the new Earth?
Exactly. It's like a better earth, not
A better,
a
okay.
better, um,
Mhm.
but not earth itself. It's something better. It's something that has to do with their origin planet, they say,
Mhm.
to make
Like,
them to be, to believe that.
let's say it's like how they say like the it's that how you say the current you are were in 3D dimension, we want to go to 5D. Is this connected to the this new planet what they creating, they are offering like you'll be in 5D or something like that?
It's depending on the
Beliefs.
belief
Mhm,
systems of the person that die here, because there are a lot of traps. It's not only one. There are
mhm,
also traps 5D or combined between the two. So another planet and 5D. There are so many infinite traps according to the belief of that person that dies. For them, it's not important because it's very easy to create different timelines, false different timelines. I mean, for them, it's important just to insert this belief to that person that don't belong here. There are better places to live, better to leave Earth. So is but now we are not saying that every person that feels that way it's in a trap. It's just about the awareness and the inside discernment that every person has to develop and to know perfectly what what feels to do, because some persons maybe don't want to be here on earth anymore, to be on a next
Matrix.
life, or simply because they had too many experiences and they really managed everything here on earth and they are not curious anymore to come back. So it's not only about traps but also that.
How they can avoid, let's say, those people that don't want to come back to Earth, how they can avoid that trap, like when mm, they're in the, let's say, pre-reincarnation
Mhm,
space, and those reptiloids taking different
mhm.
shapes, they will say, I'll offer you that, I'll offer you that. How they can avoid, let's say, that the reincarnation cycle?
This avoidance comes only with the raising consciousness. It's not a trick that can be applied in that place. It's a process that takes place starting with this life on earth and continuing also after the death of material body. But it's very important the vibration that a person has when dies here,
Okay.
because usually goes with that vibration beyond. It's not
Mhm.
something that comes like a big light and transforms the subliminal part suddenly in a very aware, very highly consciousness being.
Mhm.
No, it's just the inner work. And again, as I said before, that inner work gives results at some place, and such high results that simply a person will attract, let's say, will download sets of informations of new concepts from higher dimensional fields. Is
Mhm.
not connected with a person or an entity or non-terrestrial beings, but simply with the informations that are found in higher realms.
Is the consciousness.
Yes.
Yes, very well. Disconnect from there. Let's come back to the starseed subject, I can say.
Mm-hmm.
So the starseed, it was created, this trend of starseed
Mm-hmm.
kind of was created by the reptiloid. But you
Yes.
said that we are all starseed. What
Yes.
features or characteristics are that we are starseed? Like, let's define, like, what's the definition of a starseed? One,
Mm-hmm.
two, three.
It's it is what every one of us has inside, because you are not, let's say, born on earth. We are all coming from different sides,
Mhm,
from different places, from
mhm,
different dimensions. That's why this star seed actually applies to everyone. It's only about the awareness of the every person that it is a star seed, but it doesn't matter it is aware or not, it is a star seed, because it's not uh, because the metaphysical world, it's all around us. It doesn't have a connection only with earth. It's not something, a characteristic that belongs only to some categories of persons,
mhm,
because all of us simply coming and have also a metaphysical part compound
mhm,
in our beings. We are multidimensional beings, and being so, we are all star seeds. It's not
mhm.
something that belongs only to some of us.
Exactly. Uh, Also, there is the trend that are when I mentioned 144,000 of
Mm-hmm.
starseed, they came here to save the earth. What do you perceive about this trend information? Yeah, it can be it's like an egregore, I think. is created already. Mm-hmm.
Again, like every information has more aspects, more parts, is not only one being the absolute truth.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, something is true, but has more to do with the frequency of a person that a person can reach, and not with a number of
Mm-hmm.
persons from Earth. But yes, there are also interests in some dark agendas to make us believe that it's about a number, so we have to make efforts to be part of that number. They never tell us that it's the ability and the capacity to become that number. It's
It's a
instilled
frequency.
in us, exactly. We all have that capacity. It's not something that it's a number.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So this they use this 144,000 as a trap, those because there are
Exactly.
only 144,000 from how many we are on
Exactly.
the planet to save this planet, instead of telling us the real
Hmm.
truth that we need to have that frequency of 144,000.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. It's
makes
another
sense.
trap, and many,
Mm-hmm.
many like this. Yes, make us
Mm-hmm.
believe that we need to be special. We need to be the chosen ones.
Yes.
Mm,
Mm-hmm. I went through this, like I had I say
mm.
a starseed activation course
Ah,
too.
okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Very well. Let's go. Let's disconnect from there. You said the walk-ins. Those
Hmm.
walk-ins, do they have subliminal parts?
I don't see.
Mm-hmm.
It's something interesting, but still they function. But I saw something like it's missing. They don't have all the features, all the characteristic of a human being, which as I normally see with subliminal part, with energetic bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that that has like would be functioning here on the material world, being in a energetic bubble that keeps him here is
Who
not.
created them? What do you perceive? Like how they came on the earth without a subliminal part?
It's something that has around them, they have around them, that keeps the place of a subliminal part.
It's like
um,
artificial.
Now it's not artificial, it's something different. It's like the subliminal part is not here. Now, as we speak, I have the feeling that I see the subliminal part somewhere more far, and they make the experience here being like in a energetic ship, little ship around them, like a bubble, coming to have this experience on Earth, but not on their subliminal body. They come simply to do something and to go back, to feel something, to experience something, to root something, and to go back. This is the feeling I have. And the subliminal part, it's like is not close to them here. It's like it is connected, but it's not here. There's the feeling.
Do you believe that they come? They belong to someone or somebody, or they come on their own?
No, the feeling is they come on their own. But it's not all the time the case. Still, they come to balance something, some of them. It's so it's different cases are not all the same. Some of them are coming on their own, by their own, and others somehow after having some kind of discussion with others and coming here to make a difference in something or to experience something.
Which are the others?
The others of their own,
Oh,
their species or their group of beings, their friends, their companions, their something.
mhm. So do you perceive that they come here to have an experience, or they have
Yes.
other goals to achieve on the earth?
Yes, more looks
Mhm.
like experience. They like to travel through different. timelines, different history, ages, eras.
Interesting. Do you perceive those ones? Do you perceive a number of them on the earth? I'll count 1, 2, 3, see what comes to you. 1, 2, 3.
I had a feeling of hundreds only, so a lot less than the others.
Okay. Very well, Claudia. Hmm, I guess I'm done with the questioning. I still have some, but that they don't come to me. Do you have some final thoughts on this investigation?
Just to be more oriented and focused on ourselves, because the world we live in is truly very complex, and it's possible, yes, to have all kind of beings around us, also positive, also negative. But if we have discernment and maturity spiritually developed, that will protect us. This is the biggest protection, our level of consciousness, nothing else, nothing from outside, nothing else. This is the most important, to dive deep in ourselves and to find there the sovereignty, our own truth, to regain our own truth and our own authority. And as we find it, this will beat everything else from outside, everything else. This will protect us from everything. There are a lot of people having, not only people, beings having different agendas on this world, but they cannot do actually anything against a well harmonized and centered human being, because we are really masters of our own energetic field. And if we get dominion on that, we are simply in tune with the biggest power of ourselves.
Because we are the power.
Yes,
Our own
exactly.
power.
Yes.
Okay, very well, Claudia. Now disconnect from everything and everyone. Disconnect from all the information in this session. I'll count from 1 to 3, and you're gonna come back on the present I'm talking now. 1, you feel your body lighter and lighter, easy. You feel good. A wonderful feeling of tranquility and peace flows through your body. You raise your frequencies to your ideal and optimal value. 2, you feel charged with strength and energy. You feel very, very good, energetic, strong, and very, very happy. 3, you are present in the moment I'm talking now. You can open your eyes when you're ready. Welcome back. How you feeling? I hope
Hi.
I didn't walk you through the universe too fast.
No, no, no. It was okay. Very nice. Very nice.
So how did you like the subject?
I liked it. Yes, very
I
interesting.
I told you you're gonna like it. So you said you perceive those bodies. You say you are perceiving those like, is it they look like this, like those kind of
Some
like
of them.
the skin and the glowing skin?
Yes, with this glowing skin. Yes. Yes.
Is it
Looking like.
is it because the frequency, the high frequencies, right?
Yes,
Is that
yes,
helps
but
them?
still on the metaphysical body, not on the physical. On the physical is just very fine, very difficult to see
Smooth skin,
something
right? Something like that,
small.
huh?
It's difficult to see something different.
Uh-huh.
More like feeling
Mhm.
the difference.
Thank you very much for participating in this investigation. For sure, protocol number 2 will come with this one because we just
Mm-hmm.
opened the, how you say it, Pandora box.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next time with an interesting investigation, of course. Bye bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Buenos días.
Dzień dobry.
Bienvenidos a este primer vídeo de Disclosure en español y polaco.
Bardzo Was serdecznie witamy na tym nowym wideo, które będzie w języku hiszpańskim i polskim na kanale Disclosures.
Vamos a producir mucho más vídeos en futuro como estos vídeos informativos.
W przyszłości stworzymy dużo więcej takich wideo, które będą Was informowały o różnych rzeczach.
Porque estamos notando que cuanto más se va divulgando este trabajo, estas hipnosis por internet, también cuanto más mala información se está difundiendo.
A to dlatego, że zauważyliśmy, że im więcej wstawiamy sesji z naszymi hipnozami, tym więcej jakby informacji sprzecznych zaczyna się rozprzestrzeniać.
Y entonces hoy vamos a hablar de las sesiones investigativas.
Więc dzisiaj będziemy mówić o sesjach badawczych.
Porque estoy viendo que hay personas que a lo mejor se dedican a una sesión con una persona, se van a algún lugar, preguntan algo y lo poco de información que pueden extraer de una sesión se lo creen como si fuera oro, completamente puro oro.
Bo zauważyłem, że są takie sesje i takie osoby, które robią jedną sesję z jedną osobą na dany temat i kiedy wychodzi tam jakaś informacja, to jest ona odbierana, jakby to było rzeczywiście coś niesamowicie wiarygodnego, jakby to było czyste złoto.
Yo os digo que la sesión así dicha investigativa no existe.
Ja chciałbym Wam powiedzieć, że sesja badawcza tak naprawdę nie istnieje.
Entonces podríais como preguntar, entonces cuando haces una sesión a un cliente y preguntas cosas, ¿por qué preguntas?
Więc mógłbyś mi zadać pytanie, więc skoro robisz jakąś sesję z jakąś osobą i zadajesz jej pytania, to właściwie po co je w ogóle zadajesz?
Sí, sabemos que la información en hipnosis está muy, pero de verdad muy contaminada.
My bardzo dobrze wiemy, że informacja, która wychodzi podczas hipnozy jest niezwykle, ale to niezwykle zanieczyszczona.
Y esta información, así como sale de la hipnosis, no podemos tomarla como conocimiento, como investigación.
Więc takiej informacji, która wychodzi podczas sesji hipnozy, nie bierzemy nigdy jako takiej informacji, która jest rzeczywiście bardzo prawdziwa, zgodna z prawdą i oczywista.
En el caso de sesiones a clientes, la información que sacamos nos sirve por otro objetivo. El objetivo es llegar a la causa de su problema y trabajar.
Te informacje, które uzyskujemy podczas sesji dla klientów, służą nam zupełnie do czegoś innego. Celem jest to, żeby znaleźć przyczynę i pracować nad nią.
Pero ¿qué significa que la información está contaminada? ¿Cuánto está contaminada y por qué?
Ale co to właściwie oznacza informacja zanieczyszczona? Kiedy jest zanieczyszczona i dlaczego jest zanieczyszczona?
Hay que saber que cuando nosotros pedimos una información y nos llega a través de una persona en hipnosis, esta información sale de una fuente, para así decirlo, y atraviesa muchas dimensiones, muchas densidades.
Kiedy prosimy o jakąś informację podczas sesji, to ta informacja, powiedzmy to w ten sposób, pochodzi z jakiegoś źródła, ale w międzyczasie przechodzi przez wiele gęstości i wiele wymiarów.
Y también pasa por conciencias, por inteligencias. Esa información viene atrapada en el éter por varios seres.
Ale ta informacja przechodzi też przez wiele umysłów, wiele świadomości, istnieje w eterze i może być przechwycona również przez wiele bytów.
Estos seres, estas inteligencias, pueden voluntariamente o involuntariamente distorsionarla.
I te byty, te istoty lub świadomości mogą ją zniekształcić świadomie lub nieświadomie.
Y además, la persona que está en hipnosis tiene sus creencias, su mentalidad, sus perspectivas, sus opiniones. Esta estructura mental contamina también esta información.
A co więcej, osoba, która jest w stanie hipnozy, ma swoje własne przekonania, swoje własne wartości i wierzenia, swoją własną mentalność i przez tą właśnie strukturę całą mentalną również może dojść do jeszcze kolejnego zanieczyszczenia.
Y además, si nosotros queremos investigar Por ejemplo, una persona o un ser que no tiene ninguna conexión con el ambiente hipnótico donde estamos trabajando, esta persona puede no autorizar la salida de informaciones de sí mismo.
A co więcej, jeśli połączymy się z jakąś istotą, która absolutnie nie należy do tego środowiska hipnotycznego, w którym pracujemy, taka istota może nie zgodzić się na przekazanie informacji.
Si hay interacción, si hay interferencias entre un ser y otro, es posible que circule información por las conexiones, por los pactos.
Jeśli jest jakaś interferencja między dwoma istotami, to wtedy dzięki tym paktom, albo przez te pakty, przez to połączenie, które istnieje, rzeczywiście wychodzą informacje.
Pero si en aquella sesión en concreto ese ser o esa persona se va a cuestionar y no hay ninguna conexión, es muy improbable que llegue una información autorizada.
Ale jeśli zdarzy się tak, że łączymy się z istotą, która nie ma z tym nic wspólnego, to jest bardzo mało prawdopodobne, że dostaniemy jakąś informację.
Entonces, imaginemos que queremos investigar sobre un personaje famoso de la historia.
No, na przykład wyobraźmy sobie, że chcielibyśmy otrzymać informację o jakiejś osobie niezwykle znanej, historycznej.
Si no tenemos de alguna manera alguna conexión con los elementos del ambiente hipnótico y esta persona, aunque no esté conectada, no autoriza esta información, pues no llega.
Więc jeśli wyobrazimy sobie, że ta osoba nie jest w żaden sposób połączona z tym środowiskiem hipnotycznym, w którym pracujemy, może się tak zdarzyć, że absolutnie nie zezwoli na żadne przekazywanie informacji na swój temat.
Y cuando pasa esto, hay siempre o casi siempre alguna entidad que se aprovecha de la situación.
I kiedy to się dzieje, zazwyczaj pojawia się jakiś byt, który wykorzystuje tę sytuację.
Se puede presentar con la supuesta identidad de la persona o del ser que estamos buscando, o puede de todas formas modificar o inventar una información por su cuenta, por su personal ventaja.
Może zrobić dwie rzeczy. Albo przyjąć, zidentyfikować się z osobą, o której chcemy zrobić tę sesję, przyjąć jej tożsamość, albo zmienić informacje, które chcielibyśmy otrzymać, tak aby to działało na jej korzyść.
Nosotros en sesión a clientes podemos trabajar porque el cliente nos autoriza a trabajar en él en su sesión.
Podczas sesji dla klientów możemy pracować nad takimi informacjami, bo otrzymujemy zgodę na informacje właśnie dzięki temu klientowi.
Y podemos trabajar con sus seres queridos, por ejemplo, o con los seres que interfieren con ella, propio porque hay estas conexiones.
I możemy pracować na przykład z istotami, które kocha ta dana osoba, lub z bytami, które w nią ingerują, właśnie przez to połączenie, które tam istnieje.
Entonces, hay una gran diferencia entre la sesión a un cliente para solucionar sus problemas y hacer sesiones para investigar.
Dlatego istnieje taka duża różnica między sesjami, które robimy dla klientów, aby rozwiązać ich problemy, i między sesjami takimi poszukiwawczymi, badawczymi.
Por eso digo que no existe una sesión investigativa.
I dlatego właśnie Wam mówię, że nie istnieje coś takiego jak sesja badawcza.
Lo que existe es un protocolo de sesiones de investigación.
To, co istnieje, to pewien protokół sesji badawczych.
Hay que seguir un protocolo y hay que seguir, ejecutar una serie de sesiones y con personas diferentes.
Więc trzeba zawsze śledzić ten sam protokół, a jednocześnie wykonać wiele sesji z różnymi osobami.
El protocolo tiene que ser único, unívoco, porque hay que preguntar en un tema las mismas preguntas para ir en la misma dirección.
Ten protokół powinien być zawsze taki sam, ponieważ należy zadawać takie same pytania, tak aby iść zawsze w tym samym kierunku.
Cuanto más está restringido este espacio de investigación, cuanto más podemos tener más probabilidad de tener buena información.
Im bardziej zawężamy obszar naszych poszukiwań, tym bardziej prawdopodobne będzie, że otrzymamy dobre informacje.
Sí, podemos también aumentar ese espacio, pero tenemos que aumentar proporcionalmente el número de sesiones por hacer.
Możemy oczywiście rozszerzyć ten obszar, ale wtedy będziemy zmuszeni również rozszerzyć ilość tych sesji.
Luego, cuando tenemos una grande serie de sesiones, pero estamos hablando de centenas o hasta de millares de sesiones,
I wtedy mówimy o olbrzymiej liczbie sesji, od setki po tysiące.
tenemos que recoger toda aquella información que es común a todas o a casi todas estas sesiones hechas.
I wtedy musimy pozbierać te informacje, które są wspólne dla wszystkich bądź prawie wszystkich tych sesji.
Esta información común vais a ver que es un porcentaje muy pequeño con respecto a la totalidad de la información.
I zobaczycie, że ta informacja wspólna będzie naprawdę niewielkim odsetkiem tych informacji, które się tam pojawią.
Son pepitas de oro.
To są takie malutkie ziarenka.
Es como si nosotros vamos a un río, vamos a coger este filtro, vamos a coger muchísima arena para recoger solo muy pocas pepitillas de oro.
I można to przyrównać do poszukiwania złota, kiedy filtruje się dno rzeki, zbiera się mnóstwo piasku, a na koniec pojawiają się maleńkie ziarenka złota.
Esa sí que es información de oro.
I to jest właśnie ta informacja złota.
Si hoy podemos decir que hay seres que interfieren bastante con el ser humano y que tienen formas de animales reptiles o de animales a forma de insectos, etc., es porque todo esto sale desde que se empezaron las sesiones de hipnosis y hay muchísimas, millares y millares con esta información común.
I jeśli dzisiaj możemy powiedzieć, że są ingerencje, które przybierają formy albo reptilii, albo jakichś insektów, to dlatego, że takie informacje wychodzą od początku naszych sesji hipnotycznych i są wspólne i jest ich tysiące.
Pero si yo digo que en la ciudad de Nueva York, en el 1452, en aquel punto, había una casa que vivía un viejo que se llamaba Tom, pues solo en aquella sesión ha salido, y cuanto más contaminada puede ser, no lo va a saber nadie.
Ale jeśli chciałabym powiedzieć, przekazać taką informację, że w Nowym Jorku w 1452 roku stał taki a taki dom, w którym mieszkał taki a taki starszy pan o imieniu Tom, to nie mam pojęcia, jak bardzo zanieczyszczona będzie ta informacja.
Así entonces se hace investigación. Es un trabajo muy largo, muy duro, y tiene que ser hecho con un protocolo riguroso y severo.
A więc właśnie w taki sposób należy robić sesje badawcze. Jest to proces bardzo długi, ciężki i który wymaga bardzo restrykcyjnego protokołu.
Entonces, por esto que nosotros ya vamos a empezar a hacer ciclos de investigación.
I właśnie dlatego zaczniemy teraz robić takie cykle badawcze.
La estructura del team, que cada vez va creciendo siempre más, y el número de clientes que cada día contactan con nosotros, nos permiten organizar estos ciclos de investigación.
I ponieważ struktura naszego zespołu cały czas się powiększa, a także liczba klientów, którzy kontaktują się z nami każdego dnia, te czynniki pozwalają nam na to, żebyśmy zrobili taki cykl badawczy.
Creo que ya he dicho todo, o casi todo. Cualquier pregunta podéis escribirla en los comentarios del vídeo o donde sea publicado el vídeo.
Myślę, że powiedziałem wszystko, bądź prawie wszystko, a jeśli macie jakieś pytania, to proszę zadajcie je pod tym wideo.
Gracias por vuestra atención.
Dziękujemy za Waszą uwagę.
Y gracias a ti, Milena.
Gracias a ti, Carlo. Dziękujemy.
Chao.
Ciao.